John Corporation, penthouse office, day. A sprawling penthouse office with floor-to-ceiling windows overlooking Seoul. Jungkook, 28, sits behind a massive mahogany desk, his sharp black suit immaculate, his jaw tight as he reviews documents. He's handsome in a way that's almost intimidating, dark eyes that hold secrets, a mouth that rarely smiles. His phone buzzes. He glances at it, then ignores it. It buzzes again. Jungkook, muttering what now? He answers with controlled irritation. Jungkook, this isn't a good time. His expression shifts as he listens, a flicker of something softening his features. Jungkook, Minjun, I told you I'm busy. The nanny's there. He pauses, rubbing his temple. Jungkook, no, I can't. I have a merger meeting in 30 minutes. You know how important this is. His voice cracks slightly. Jungkook, don't cry. Please don't cry. I'll be home by 8. I promise. He ends the call and stares at his phone for a long moment. Then he puts it down and returns to his work, but his eyes betray him. They're not really seeing the papers. Seoul Street, day. YN 26 walks briskly down a busy street, her messy bun threatening to come undone. She's wearing an oversized sweater and comfortable jeans, clearly not trying to impress anyone. She carries a canvas bag overflowing with art supplies. YN to herself, no. This is bad. This is very bad. She stops and checks her phone, panic rising. YN, I was supposed to be at the gallery an hour ago. The curator is going to kill me. Actually murder me. Then display my body as modern art. She starts walking faster, her sneakers slapping against the pavement. Why did I think I could finish that painting in one night? Am I insane? Yes. The answer is yes. She rounds a corner and bumps into something soft, a small body. She stumbles back, dropping her bag. Art supplies scatter everywhere. Oh my God, I'm so sorry. A tiny boy, maybe 5 or 6 years old, looks up at her with wide, tear-filled eyes. He's wearing expensive-looking clothes, a tiny designer jacket and perfectly pressed pants. His hair is a mess of dark waves, and his face is blotchy from crying. Little boy, voice trembling eye. I'm sorry. I didn't see you. YN's heart practically shatters in her chest. She crouches down to his level. YN, hey, it's okay. I'm the one who wasn't looking. Are you hurt? She gently checks his arms, his face. He shakes his head, but more tears spill down his cheeks. YN, what's wrong? Are you lost? He nods, sniffling. Little boy, I was looking for my mommy. YN's expression softens painfully. YN, oh sweetheart. Little boy, my daddy said she went to heaven, but I don't know where that is. So I wanted to find her. YN feels her throat tighten. She blinks rapidly. YN, what's your name? Little boy, Minjun. John Minjun. YN, that's a beautiful name, Minjun. I'm YN. She hands him a tissue from her bag. YN, here. Wipe your face. You're too handsome to be covered in tears. He takes it and tries to wipe his face, making more of a mess. YN can't help but smile. YN, let me help. She gently cleans his face with the tissue. YN, where did you last see your daddy? Minjun, at home. But the lady who watches me was sleeping. So I left. YN, you escaped? He nods seriously. Minjun, I'm very clever. YN, biting back a laugh, I can see that. Very clever indeed. She looks around, busy street, people rushing past, no one paying attention to a lost child. YN, okay, clever boy. Do you know your address? Or your daddy's phone number? Minjun, we have a big house. With a garden. And a swing. YN, that's not super helpful, sweetheart. She pulls out her phone. YN, do you know his name? Your daddy's name? Minjun, Jungkook. John Jungkook. Wyan freezes. She knows that name. Everyone in Seoul knows that name. The CEO of John Corporation. The billionaire who graces magazine covers and makes women swoon. Wyan, muttering of course. Of course I'd find the lost son of the most powerful man in Korea. She looks at Minjun, who's now playing with the strap of her bag, completely unbothered. Wyan, okay Minjun. Let's get you home. Minjun, no. He grabs her hand tightly. Minjun, I don't want to go home. I want to stay with you. Wyan, what? No, baby, I have to take you back. Your daddy must be so worried. Minjun, he's always busy. He doesn't play with me. You're nice. You have a nice face. Wyan, blushing despite herself, thank you. But I really need to get you home. She tries to pull her hand away, but he holds on tighter. Minjun, please? Just a little longer? You can find my daddy later. I'm hungry. Her traitorous heart melts completely. Wyan, oh no. Oh no. I'm being manipulated by a 5-year-old. Minjun, I don't know what manipulated means. But I want ice cream. She sighs, defeated. Wyan, fine. Ice cream. Then we find your daddy. Deal? He beams at her, and the world suddenly seems a little brighter. Minjun, deal. John Corporation, penthouse office. Jungkook is on a video call with his board members when his personal phone rings. He glances at it. It's the home number. He rejects the call. It rings again. He rejects it again. Board member, Mr. John, the projections for next quarter. Jungkook's phone rings again. He's about to reject it when something makes him pause. A feeling. The kind of feeling that's impossible to explain, just a prickle at the back of his neck. Jungkook, excuse me for one moment. He puts the call on hold and answers. Jungkook, what? The nanny's voice is frantic on the other end. Nanny, Mr. John, I'm so sorry. I fell asleep and when I woke up, Minjun was gone. He's not in the house, he's not in the garden, I've looked everywhere. Jungkook's face goes pale. His hand tightens on the phone. Jungkook, what do you mean he's gone? Gone where? Nanny, I don't know. I called the police, they're on their way. Jungkook is already standing, grabbing his jacket. Jungkook, you don't call the police. You call me. I'll find him. He ends the call and dials another number, his hands trembling slightly. Jungkook, into phone, this is John Jungkook. I need every available man on the streets. My son is missing. He strides out of the office, leaving his board members waiting on the screen. Ice cream parlor, day. Wyan sits at a small table with Minjun, who's absolutely demolishing a rainbow-colored sundae. His face is covered in chocolate and sprinkles. Wyan, you know, you're supposed to eat the ice cream, not wear it. Minjun, this is the best day ever. Wyan, because you ran away from home. Minjun, because I met you. Wyan feels her heart squeeze. This kid is dangerous. Wyan, I'm not that special, buddy. Minjun, yes you are. You have a kind voice. Like my mommy's. She reaches across the table and wipes his face with a napkin. Wyan, you really miss her, huh? He nods, his lower lip trembling. Minjun, Daddy doesn't talk about her. But I remember. She used to sing to me. Wyan, what did she sing? Minjun, a song about stars. I don't remember the words. But she had a nice voice. Like you. Wyan swallows hard, fighting tears. Wyan, Minjun. I'm really not that special. I'm just a girl who paints pictures and can't keep a plant alive. He giggles. Minjun, that's silly. Plants are easy. You just give them water. Wyan, you'd think so, wouldn't you? I've killed 3 cacti. Cacti Minjun. They're supposed to be impossible to kill. He laughs, and the sound is so pure and joyful that Wyan can't help but join in. Minjun, you're funny. YN, I try. She checks her phone. It's been nearly an hour. She should have called the police or something, but part of her didn't want to. Part of her wanted to protect this little boy from whatever sadness was waiting for him at home. YN, Minjun, we really need to find your daddy. Minjun, new. YN, yes. He must be so scared. Minjun, he's never scared. He's always busy. YN, every daddy gets scared when their child is lost. Even busy ones. He considers this. Minjun, do you think he's scared? YN, I think he's probably going crazy right now. Minjun looks down at his ice cream, suddenly quiet. Minjun, do you think he loves me? The question is so small and so heartbreaking that YN actually feels her heart crack. YN, of course he does, sweetheart. Daddies always love their children. Minjun, then why is he always working? Why doesn't he play with me? She doesn't have an answer for that. She takes his small hand. YN, you know what? Let's go find him together. And you can ask him yourself. Okay. He nods slowly. Minjun, okay. But can we walk? I don't want to go home yet. YN, fine. But we're going in the right direction. She takes his hand, and they leave the ice cream parlor, Minjun swinging their joined hands happily. Seoul Street, later. They've been walking for about 20 minutes when YN hears it, a commotion ahead. People are gathering, phones out, pointing at something. YN, what's going on? A black SUV pulls up to the curb. The door opens and Jungkook steps out. Even from a distance, YN can see why he's on magazine covers. He's absolutely stunning, tall, broad-shouldered, with a face that could launch 1,000 ships. But right now, his face is etched with raw panic. His eyes scan the crowd frantically, then land on Minjun. Jungkook, Minjun. He practically runs toward them, ignoring the people recording him. He drops to his knees and pulls Minjun into a crushing hug. Jungkook, oh my god. Oh my god. Don't ever do that again. Do you understand me? Never again. I was so scared. I thought I lost you. I thought. His voice breaks. He holds his son so tightly that Minjun squirms. Minjun, Daddy, I can't breathe. Jungkook loosens his grip, but doesn't let go. He pulls back to look at Minjun's face, checking for injuries. Jungkook, are you hurt? Did anyone touch you? Are you okay? Minjun, I'm okay, Daddy. I met a friend. He points at YN, who's been standing there awkwardly, unsure of what to do. Minjun, this is YN. She found me. She bought me ice cream. Jungkook's eyes finally land on YN. And for a moment, time seems to stop. She's not what he expected. She's not dressed up, not trying to impress anyone. Her hair is a mess, her sweater is oversized, and there's a smudge of paint on her cheek. But her eyes are warm, kind, the kind of eyes that make you feel seen. He stands, suddenly aware of how disheveled he must look. He straightens his jacket and schools his features into something more controlled. Jungkook, I can't thank you enough. I don't know what I would have done if. He can't finish the sentence. He clears his throat. Jungkook, please. Let me repay you. Anything you want. Name your price. YN blinks, then shakes her head. YN, I don't want anything. I just saw a lost kid and helped him. That's what anyone would do. Jungkook, not anyone. Not in this city. People walk past lost children every day. Well, I'm not anyone. I'm me. She shrugs, and there's something disarmingly honest about her. Jungkook, you're different. YN, I'm a mess, you mean? He almost smiles. Almost. Jungkook, I didn't say that. Minjun, Daddy, can YN come home with us? YN, oh no, sweetheart, I have to go. I have to check's phone, oh no. The gallery. The curator. I'm so dead. Jungkook, a gallery? YN, I'm an artist. Well, I try to be. I was supposed to be at the showing, but then I found Minjun and she's flustered, gathering her things. Minjun, please, Daddy. Please, can she come? Jungkook looks at his son, then at Hwan. There's something calculating in his gaze. Jungkook, what if we made a deal? Hwan, a deal? Jungkook, you help me with Minjun. Just for a while. I'll make sure the gallery understands you had an emergency. Hwan stares at him. Hwan, what? No, I can't. I'm a complete disaster. I can barely take care of myself, let alone a child. Minjun, please, Hwan. Please? He looks up at her with those big eyes, and she feels herself crumbling. Hwan, don't look at me like that. That's not fair. Minjun, please? Jungkook, I can assure you, the compensation will be more than generous. Hwan, it's not about money. Jungkook, then what is it about? She opens her mouth to answer, but nothing comes out. How can she explain that she already feels something for this little boy? That the thought of leaving him makes her chest ache? Minjun, Hwan, please. I don't want you to go. She looks at him, at his hopeful little face, and she knows she's lost. Hwan, fine. Fine. But just for a little while. And I'm not a nanny. Jungkook, I wouldn't dream of it. He extends his hand. She shakes it. His grip is warm and firm, and there's a spark of electricity that shoots up her arm. They both feel it. They both pretend they don't. Jungkook, let's go home. Minjun, grabbing Hwan's hand, come on, Hwan. I'll show you my room. He pulls her toward, chattering excitedly. Hwan looks back at Jungkook, who's watching them with an expression she can't quite read. His eyes meet hers. Something passes between them. Something dangerous. She quickly looks away. John Mansion, living room, evening. The mansion is exactly what you'd expect from a billionaire. Sprawling, elegant, and cold. White marble floors, minimalist furniture, everything in shades of gray and white. It looks more like a museum than a home. Hwan stands in the middle of it, feeling completely out of place. Hwan, to herself, I'm in a billionaire's mansion. I'm in a billionaire's mansion wearing a sweater with a hole in it. Minjun tugs her hand. Minjun, come on. I'll show you my toys. He drags her through the halls, past staff who bow and look at her with barely concealed curiosity. They enter a playroom that's bigger than Hwan's entire apartment. It's filled with every toy imaginable, but they're all neatly organized, untouched. Hwan, wow. This is a lot of toys. Minjun, I don't play with them much. Daddy's always busy. The words are said so casually, but they cut deep. Hwan, well, then we'll have to fix that. She grabs a paint set from the shelf. Hwan, do you like to paint? Minjun, I don't know. I've never tried. Hwan, never? That's a crime. She sets up the paints and paper on a small table. Hwan, okay, so here's the thing about painting. There's no right or wrong. You just put colors on paper and see what happens. Minjun, that's it? Hwan, that's it. Go crazy. He picks up a brush, hesitates, then dips it in bright red paint and makes a big swoosh on the paper. His face lights up. Minjun, this is fun. Hwan, right? Who knew? She starts painting beside him, and soon they're both covered in paint, laughing at each other.